2, 1, go.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we will be looking at my first hill climb in the season. In a little village called Hollybourne in Hampshire, there is 1.6 kilometers of road, if you can call it that, at 6.5%, in what I thought would be a great way to start my hill climbing campaign. And just like that, we are back on another hill climb start line. Crazy to think it's been a year, but an exciting 2 months ahead. Taking off steady, we set off with a pacing plan of going easier at the start, hard on the middle steep section, then holding on during the flatter bit at the top. This worked quite well. Only being able to recce the climb once during my warm-up of 20 minutes due to it taking a bit longer to get there and a timing error on my behalf. It wasn't perfect, but it was enough. It also meant my start time came around very quickly, so no chance for any pre-race nerves to sink in. Pure adrenaline off the line, but I held true to my word and kept it a cool 400 watts for this section. At the end of the flat bit, at this point you look up and see a nasty ramp, in which came a lot sooner than the legs expected as the power ramped up above 500 watts. Again, try not to let the excitement get to me and stick to the plan. On the recce I saw one of the cameramen park a black 4x4, and this gave me a good point of reference to know where the end of the steep section was, and start to invest more as the steep section was nearly over. It also gave me a few seconds to make sure I looked good for the camera, as you can see here as we're coming to the crest of the top of the climb. The cameraman is on our left and we truly went all in here. With cowbells pushing me on over the top, we started the top flat section. The last section is such a drag and puts you in a horrible place of the legs hurting from the steep section, and is shallow enough to make you want to recover a bit, as the power drops and makes you work to keep it up. As you can see here, we're really having to fight the bike to make the power come up, but we're getting over the top. I know there's not too long left to go, and we just got to really dig deep and press on at this point. It's difficult, but you really need to be able to turn that extra booster on and give it everything. Although upon analysis I lost most of my time to the top 2 in the last bit of the steep section, I really struggled on this part, and I think I could definitely improve on this and just really have to dig deep at this point and go that extra notch, because I think I lost quite a bit of time not being able to get on top of the gear at this point, and this cost me a few seconds definitely. We're also in that horrible place where you're one gear too easy, but one gear harder just really knocks the cadence down and makes it even harder. Luckily it wasn't long before mentally I was able to flick a switch and just get out of the saddle and send it, bashing as much out of the pedals as I can. Still wondering where the line is, but really believing I can take this all the way to the end. I averaged 440 watts over the total 3.5 minutes, and this was enough to get me third. Chapeau to Andrew and Ezra, who were faster on the day. Not a bad way to start the season, but back to the drawing board to close the gap. I also want to say a massive thank you to the organisers and Chris for putting this on. Great to see such a strong field and over 30 riders turn out. It was a mega event and really nice way to start the season. Hope you enjoyed the last little bit with the pain face as we drive towards the line that finally arrived. Thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed.
Since the legs feel like that, tied completely after the line. Woo. Pretty happy with that. Legs finito.